All right, guys. So right now, what we're going to do is we're going to add different or multiple territories or a territory into our iCANS account. Basically, your service area. Where do you service and how do you service it? And there's three different ways to add a territory into your iCANS account. First one is going to be to create a territory based off of counties. So what county you currently service in. Second one is going to be create a territory by radius. So let's say, for example, 20 to 30 miles from your location is radius one. 30 to 45 miles is radius two, or whatever you want to do. That's a territory based off of radius. And your third one is going to be to actually draw in on a map where your service area is. And I'm going to show you how to do all three of those right now. So what you're going to do first is you're going to go to your command center, and on the left side again, you're going to go all the way down to your setup tab, under locations, and then under territories. You're going to click on that and give it a second to load because I've got a lot of stuff connected to this computer. And right now, because again, this is a test account, we've got multiple locations and territories over in Florida, little smiley face and tongue over here that somebody was messing around with. Because this is my area, I'm going to show you how to do it, let's say in the Dallas area. So right now, all I've got is Dallas County in here as a territory. We're going to add to that. So we'll go all the way down to the bottom. We're going to add a territory, and we're going to do it by, let's say, county again. This one, I'm going to call it Fort Worth. Oh, my computer's going very slow today. So Fort Worth is in Tarrant County. So we're going to go ahead and type in Tarrant County, Texas. And territory asset types, we can put in here exactly what assets we have in that specific territory. I will have 20 yards, 30 yards, and let's say 40-yard dumpsters at that location. And then you can assign a dispatcher. If you have dispatchers assigned, we'll leave that blank for right now. That will then add this, oh, I zoomed in too far, this secondary purple box. So basically, Fort Worth is right next to Dallas. You've got Tarrant County, Dallas County, literally two squares right next to each other that are almost identical. So we can go ahead and save this as a territory. And just like that, I have a second territory that is in my coverage area. I'm having a little bit of issues with these maps, but yeah, there we go. Dallas County, Tarrant County. Now what I want to do is create a territory based off of radius. Okay, so we're going to go to add territory, and we're going to do radius. And once you do radius, it's going to ask you a name. So let's say close to office. I don't know, whatever you want to name it. We're going to select a center point for your territory. So what you do is you type in an address. This is my actual office address. And I will do within, let's just say 10 miles. I want to do a nice tight radius within my office or within my, around my office. Territory asset types, I offer everything here and near my office. So let's say I've got 15 yards, which I do, 20, 25, 30, and 40 yards. Okay. Don't want to attach a dispatcher to it. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and save this one. Draw a circle. There we go. I wanted to draw a circle, so 10 miles. There you go. Holy moly. I'm fat fingering it too much, but there is the actual radius. The center of the circle is where my office is actually at. Kind of shows you how far I am from, let's say, Dallas or Fort Worth, but I cover all those areas. So let's say I wanted to do a specific pricing, a very special pricing that's very tight to my office. I don't have to drive very far. I could create a territory just for that and a pricing group just for this. So let's go ahead and save changes. And then the final one is going to be to create a drawing of a territory, which obviously these guys created a drawing. So here I will add another territory again, and let's name it. Let's go to draw. Click on draw by select territory by. Sorry about that. Select territory by. You can again do county, radius, or draw. I'm gonna go ahead and draw it. This is my secondary market. Let's say basically my first in the market is the real tight radius around my office. Secondary is everywhere around it, and then my third is going to be, let's say, Dallas County and Fort Worth County or Tarrant County. So we're going to go ahead and do again 15 yards, 20, 30, I forgot 25, and then 40 yards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw it now. We got to go back up to the map here, and we're going to zoom in. Oh, let's go. Zoom in. Here we go. Oh, that's too much. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just draw a circle around here. Click on the map to define your territories. We're going to go right here. And we'll go to about here, let's say. And we're going to do, I don't know what happens if it intersects, but we'll find out. And we're going to go ahead and close off the circle, or close off the shape. And click on Save Changes. So when you zoom in, we can tighten this up a little bit and figure out what happens when when you overselect them, what happens there. But basically, you've got territory, another territory that we literally drew in right there. So it's literally as simple as that. Now, let's say you want to do a secondary radius, and we're going to show you how to do that again. A lot of guys want to do that. Initial radius, let's say 10 or 15 miles, is going to be price one. Let's say it's $200 or $400 for a 20 yard, right? And then after 20 miles, from 20 to 30, they want to do 450. Well, then you can do that as well, just by doing this. So we're going to add another territory. Do a radius. We're going to call it extended radius. And we'll make the center of the address again, or center of the territory, my address again. I'll do. So if we see now it's a 30-mile radius. Oh my goodness, I keep zooming in on this thing. There we go. So the initial radius, the first circle is right here, and then the bigger outer one is going to be a larger diameter, a larger radius for you. So we're going to go ahead and save the changes. I'm going to add on there what assets we have in that location or in that territory. We're going to do 15, 20, 25, 30, and 40. Got lots of different dumpster sizes. Click on Save Changes again. And there you go. Now we'll scroll up to the top, see the map, and get out of Florida. And you'll see that I have multiple territories here in the DFW area that I cover. So hopefully this video, guys, this tutorial helps. Let me know if you guys have any questions. And don't forget to reach out to your tech or your customer service person if you do have any questions as well.